Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Crypto Duck Life.
Let's give it some. Alright. Yeah. Well, welcome to the end of the week and the roundup of everything that's happened. So what do we have? Over the week, we've seen Bitcoin rise by 2%. It's currently sitting on 16,930. Down a smidgen, it did touch the 17 grand point. Ethereum, it has a great week. It's up 5.5%. That's sitting on 1264. BNB, another fantastic week. It's up 5.9%, sitting on 260. Making recoveries. That's all good. Top of the blocks this week was LDO, Lido. It's up 54.8%. And that's even though Maker, DAO, took back its spot. So that's good. Solana has had a very good week. That's up 34%. HT token is down 7.1 because of Huboy's issues. And TRX, due to the connection, is down 4.7%. Overall, considering the news, that's all pretty good, I would say. EVMOS, EVMOS, it's aiming to bring Ethereum-based apps to Cosmos. Had a fantastic week. At some points, it was up 58%. Worth making a note of that. That will be very good for Cosmos as well. Gotta love a bit of Atom. DE Labs have migrated Utes collection. That's Y00TS collection from Solana to Polygon. They got a pretty hefty tag for that as well, so that was good for them. Balancer, BAL, the decentralized exchange protocol, had an issue yesterday. They say it's now fixed, but people were told to remove liquidity from certain pools, and those pool fees were set to 0. Apparently the issue's been mitigated, and they will reveal the details at a future date. But, yeah. Yeah, you know, talking to that and all of these, we've had so many trouble. Over 4 billion has been lost to this kind of fraud on Web3 and DeFi over the last year. That's a hell of a figure. Hopefully we'll see improvements on that front as we move into 2023. Talking of moving into, MasterCard has made moves into music, partnering with Polygon for an artist accelerator program. American regulators, they've opened an investigation into DCG sending money to Genesis. Yeah. And American unemployment has seen rates fall to 3.5%, which is better than what was expected. So that's some little bullish news to sort of head you off. Anyway, now what we're going to do. We're going to have a look at the news over the last few days. It won't be a full week, of course, because we didn't do one Monday. But we'll look back over the week. And, yeah. The 3AC co-founder has accused DCG of basically being criminally fraudulent. This is all going on as Gemini has an open spat with DCG. Basically, the twins have accused the CEO, Barry, of bad faith stall tactics. This is all in an open letter they posted on Twitter. It all goes off on Twitter, doesn't it? So that's that. Obviously, that will all fall out. We'll see what goes on there in the coming days. Manor and Sand have flashed bullish signals, so you might want to step on them. The Bahamian regulator is throwing his toys out the pram and bitching about FTX's new CEO that's over, looking the whole liquidation of their assets, etc. Basically, they're arguing over the amount or the value of the assets that the Bahamas seized. Australia is now the king of the crypto ATM. It has more crypto ATMs than El Salvador, which was the previous leader. Will it help drive adoption? I'm not entirely convinced, but maybe. Russia is apparently planning to build crypto mining facilities in Siberia. Well, they'll be open for a better year, considering the amount of mining facilities that have gone bust this year. And Ethereum, it's processed 4.38 times more transactions than Bitcoin over the course of 2022. You may think that's a big deal, but truthfully, you know, if Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is cash. So it would make sense that more transactions are happening on Ethereum. But yeah, there you go. Right. Very exciting news for Solana. Their phone Saga is now available for pre-order. I hope all of you are going to buy one. Yeah. Each person that does pre-order is going to get 100 in cashback and a free NFT from Solana Spaces. Yeah, it's looking quite exciting. I mean, I was hyped about this phone mid last year when it was announced, and Solana's dived the depth, so it's a very good time to buy, and it's the first of the big announcements I was expecting. Come a little bit quicker than I thought as well, so I hope you got on my suggestion straight away. The phone itself is a 6.67 inch 120Hz OLED. Yeah, it's dust and water resistant, IP68. It's the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. That means it's pretty much in line with flagships from 22. It will be behind the 23 flagships because most of them are going to come with the Plus 2, not the Plus 1. 12 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigs of hard drive space. It's a pretty good phone. Very well based, and it's exciting. They've utilised the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 security chip to its peak, which is really nice to see. So yeah, Solana, big exciting announcement, great stuff. MicroStrategy has gone on and expanded its intentions with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. This was mentioned a while back in the news. But it's just talking about creating specifically enterprise level servers, wallets and websites. Looks very interesting. Could be a nice pump for Bitcoin Lightning Network. I do have a Lightning Network card. CoinFloor, I think it was, that released it. It's all good stuff. I find it all quite interesting. Ethereum is currently flipped. It's now no longer deflationary. This is just due to the low utilisation of the network currently. Obviously, this will flip back and become deflationary again once the utilisation of the network starts to move up as we leave the bear market. Crypto payment solution Wire, that's WYRE, have shut down. Kind of sad, really, if I'm entirely honest. Yeah, it's just unable to weather the market downturn. Bolt was supposedly going to buy them for 1.5 billion, but they pulled out of that buyout. Wire themselves, I don't know if you remember, but they raised 29.1 million in their 9-round funding period. And as they've gone, the staff have received no severance payments or anything. It's very sad. Nike's NFT brand has got itself hacked and lost $200,000 worth of NFTs. And Indonesia has also set up its own national crypto exchange. So, yep, seeking to make profits. There's a lot of humble bumble, piff paff, chitty chatter regarding government's wishes for the whole crypto industry to work together with law enforcement so they can, you know, steal your money, basically. I've got no real... Look, I hate it. It is what it is, but it's coming. Look, the Feds did their big announcement yesterday, and they've said that rate cuts won't happen in 2023, citing that the risk of inflation is still too great. That's not great. We kind of wanted rate cuts, but there you go. Because of that, I don't know, it wasn't bad news, it wasn't good news, was it? And I think that's the problem. The markets have not had a clear direction to flow in. So we just need to watch now for any movement and see what happens. Yeah, I'm not going to throw my hat in the ring on this one. Sorry. Alright, in Ripple news, MoneyGram is required to seal part of its findings and filings in the lawsuit. India's crypto taxes are clearly pushing users away to foreign exchanges. I mean, that's kind of obvious, I thought, really, but there you go. The cash inflows just plain inflows into exchanges is surging massively. So we are going to have some major movement, and soon. The very popular Traders Joe, DEX and DeFi, it's going to expand to cover the BNB chain, so that's good. Shiba Inu started the year with a massive burn, and Bone suddenly rallied 15%. I'm assuming this is all in anticipation of the Shibaverse. A lot of bollocks, but hey ho, if it brings in the money, it brings in the money, doesn't it? Very strong rumours that Binance US will be sued by the SEC, although I don't anticipate that's anything to worry about as such. They'll just pay the fine and move on. Coinbase just got done for allowing users without thorough background checks from the New York regulators, and hardly anyone even mentioned that. That's only 50 million fine, innit? Who gives a fuck about a lousy little 50 million, eh? The crypto-focused bank Silvergate not having a good time. Judge ordered the seizure of money from FTX Digital Markets. It literally had to sell a lot of its assets at a loss as it struggled to cover over 8.1 billion in withdrawals during the crypto meltdown. And they have also just announced they're going to cut their staff by 40%. They have said they are still very crypto positive and it's just a blip in the market, but that ain't going to feed those staff's families, so whatever. Tesla has filed papers and said it's going to start creating electric engines for aeroplanes, boats and more. Not really crypto related, but anything that affects fucking Musk affects the crypto markets, because that's just how twisted it all is. France has said it's intending or wanting to pose more stringent licensing requirements on digital asset service providers. Ethereum's next upgrade, Shanghai, coming soon. It's going to be a big deal. I think I should do a video specifically on this, really. They're going to be reducing the gas fee for layer 2s, which is going to help push Polygon and other layer 2s up the ranking. The data storage is going to be greatly reduced and far more efficient, I think is a good word. And of course the biggie, it's all about the fact that your staked ETH can then be withdrawn, which will be very big for the Ethereum network overall. Yeah, Q-Boy, Mr. Justin Trons, he has laid off 20% staff. It seemed 85 million outflow in the last 24 hours alone. Weekly outflows around 136 million. Hugh Boy's proof of reserve showed a 44% reliance on its own HT token, which is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Just watch that one with bated breath. If that goes down, we're going to see new all-time lows. talking of other situations that will cause all-out panic and great lows will be if XRP, Ripple lose their court case. If they lose their court case, all fucking hell will break loose, because it's not just Ripple. That means essentially that the SEC is going to then attack almost every other. It just will. First on its list will be Ethereum, and if it gets Ethereum, that's two of the most promising blockchains straight off the bat. We're fucked. The market is going to really crash. So I can't overstate how important this Ripple court case is. Watch it and keep yourself on top of it. Yeah. Developers of Bonk have burned 5 trillion Bonk tokens. I suppose this is trying to halt the crap coin sinking even further. It's dived. Uniswap community is pushing for V3 deployment on Starknet. So that'll be good for Unicoin. Starknet itself, Starks, are not for sale, so don't be fooled into buying something that ain't theirs. Okay, don't even look for that one. Mt. Gox repayment deadline has been pushed back till September, so that's fairly important to keep a note of. DCG, they've closed their wealth management business. The New York Attorney General is suing the Celsius co-founder Alex. Yeah, considering what they're doing to Sam, it seems only fair, really. Done it after what Celsius did. Genesis have let go 30% of their staff. This is just ongoing fallout from FTX. Yeah, let's finish on a positive, shall we? Over 30 billion was still invested in startups over 2022. So if you think this business is going anywhere, do you know what I mean? It's not. People are still pushing and finding new avenues. It's just a case of, we'll get over it. Right, well, there you go. Look. So, there you have it. It's the first week of the new year, done and dusted. The Monday of the weeks has been accomplished. We're now striving into the new year. Wonderful, isn't it? No? Jolly good stuff. If you would be kind enough to hit subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I'm going to stick a couple of videos up here if you can check those out. One is my predictions for the new year. One is the top 5 coins that you want to make sure are in your portfolios. I'm going to do another video of things that you really should always have in your portfolio regardless, and the best portfolio to have. And, that's where we are. Hit subscribe, hit like, do all that, fun stuff. Message me. I want topics. Come on, argue with me. I want to make a video about your idea. Get in touch.
All things crypto by a duck life. See you next time.